information. And they go there because he's working. And they're eating seed all over the ground, you know. And she was there first, and then this man was coming.
The Western Reserve Land Conservancy came together less than a decade ago to be a more powerful force to preserve land and to have an emerald necklace around northeastern Ohio, much like Cuyahoga County has the emerald necklace with the metro parks. And they've done a tremendous job. They've preserved a ton of land. And we'd love to have you as members. So before you leave tonight, get a hold of one of us. We'd love to have you as part of this team to preserve land.
That are common here in Ohio. He is not the smallest owl that we have here in Ohio. Believe it or not, there's one that's even smaller than him. That's the saw-whet, northern saw-whet owl. So he's an eastern screech, and so he's about probably 8 ounces. That's it, because it's, you know, hollow bones and all feathers. And these little guys are pretty easy to hear if you know what you're listening for, but a little bit difficult to see because they're cavity nesters. And so they'll take over, you know, give them their little holes, and you might be able to, if you happen to know where one of them has a spot, you might.
And we actually end up having her DNA tested, so we do know that she's a female. Some of the birds we know that they're females because they'll lay eggs. I know, they do that. They do. Now the reason she is with us, when she deigns to turn her head, you can see that she's missing an eye, her left eye. Yeah, this particular bird was born in a nest in Holmes County. I think she was hatched out. And while she was in the nest, she apparently got into a little squabble with one of her siblings, and they taloned her in the eye, probably by accident. But that eye was destroyed. They went to check the nest with someone from the Division of Wildlife, and they found her, and she was clearly not going to make it, so she ended up with us. And there we go. Some of our barred owls have let us groom them. She is not necessarily one of them. But you can also see she's got really amazing camouflage. If you put her up in the trees, they're very, very hard to find. We know they're around. I know they're around my house and my neighborhood, but I can never find these birds, even in the day, because they just sit so still and you can't see them. Now, if you do look at her eyes, again, they're very, very large in her skull. The